What's up, everybody? This is us. This is us live and in color. I'm Brian. That's Adrian. We're Triggered Wrestling. How you guys doing? This is like our first time doing this recording live, so bear with us with some technical difficulties we're going to be having. First time. So, we saw AEW Dynamite, everybody. So, if you follow us on Facebook, you will know our thoughts on it already. But Adrian, you started off. You start off today. Say hello to the Jobber Nation.
What up, Jobber Nation, Trigger Army? How's everybody doing today? Your boy has that energy for this wrestling because let's face it, we're all wrestling marks. Your boy out here is passionate about some things, not so much about others. As you guys know, I'm the AEW guy. I like AEW, you know, it's a bit of my style. Everybody's a fan of WWE, don't get me wrong. I'm still a fan of WWE, but there's some things that you just cannot let it happen anymore. I mean, come on, you've been watching the same product for over 30 years and you guys are still doing the same. I like AEW because it's a little different, it's a little unorthodox, and it's different, and it has styles from Lucha Libre, strong style, indie style, just anything all around. What about you, Brian?
I'm a WWE guy, but at the same time, I call them out both sides. AEW definitely has a style that I do not like. It's a bad product in my opinion, and we'll get there on this episode of Triggered Wrestling. Follow us on Triggered Wrestling everywhere except for Twitter or X. We are TRIGG_wrestling. So let's get into the business, right? The bee's knees here. AEW Dynamite, February 28th. The show starts off with Hangman Page trying to discuss if he's going to be participating in the world title match. Adrian, I'm not going to run down the whole show and events of things that happened.
Yep.
It is my knowledge that the internet trolls say that AEW fans do not like 15-minute pointless promos. And this was a 15-minute pointless promo, Adrian. What do you got to defend about that?
Defend? I wouldn't say. I would not put this in the same category as WWE promos. It had a lot to say, storytelling wise, last week after that scramble of a match they had. It was a 6-man tag match. Nobody knew what they were doing. RVD was probably intoxicated or high as out of his mind because he didn't know what he was doing. Everybody was all over the place. And towards the end of the match, fans saw Hangman Adam Page limping, saying that, oh, shit, he could be injured. His potential match at Revolution could be in jeopardy. My man comes down the ring. He's on crutches. You know, the fans wanted to boo Hangman Page, but as they see Hangman Page coming down the ramp, attitude changes and mood changes. He gave a Hardwell promo saying that AEW was an endeavor for his buddies, and for him, it was just a goal to accomplish, and he just wanted to prove himself to the fans, to himself, to everybody, and he became the AEW World Champion in 2021, and his saddened because the injury at the time was going to take him away from an opportunity at gaining that championship that Hangman Adam Page captured in 2021. Bam, story. All
stop, bro. No,
important details. Was that not important details?
It wasn't, bro. It was pointless story. He was lying the whole time. He was not injured. So hey, it was a pointless promo.
Bro. What's his name? The author or the guy who created the Hall of Pain. How did the Hall of Pain started? Started off as a lie. It started off like, I'm done. I'm retired. I'm done. Next thing you know, that's when the Hall of Pain started, and that's when Mark Henry finally, after being with WWE for so long, finally got his flowers. It just sucks that it was short-lived, and more towards the end of his career because the man was really the world's strongest man.
Okay. We're not comparing Hangman Page to Mark Henry right now.
I'm just saying a lie can potentially lead to something, and this lie led to something. He said, Hangman Adam Page said, I wanted a one-on-one match, and it just so happens that I was the one to be taken out. I wouldn't have put it this way, but reality sits in. Next thing you know, Hangman or Adams sort of Strickland comes out, gives him his props. We went to war for 6 months. These men have been going to
And
war
then he
against
said,
each other.
bro, and then he said, I'm gonna happily take my spot and say like essentially F you. And it was pointless. Then Samoa Joe comes out and delivers. I will say this: Samoa Joe delivered a good promo for like a sentence, and that was the only interesting thing that happened that entire promo.
Yep. But yeah, I did not know that these men were in war with 6 months. And in my opinion, I'm like, damn, that's how you build a rivalry. 3 matches in 6 months, and in WWE, it's like six matches in 2 weeks. I mean, we're seeing it right now with the Jobman Day and the loser mid card DIY and Awesome Truth. I mean, they already lost against the top baby faces, and they're doing it again. So I'm like, yeah. See, this is why I don't really like WWE promos, because they lead nowhere most of the time, and the rematches don't lead anywhere. They're just rematch, and we both agreed that.
So, but we're talking about the promo, though. We're talking about the promo.
The promo. Yes, everything was important. So then after Samoa Joe came out, what did Hangman Adam Page do? He swerved, bruv. And it was all a plot to take him out. Hangman Adam Page said it in his promo. He wanted the 1v1, but he wasn't going to get it because he was injured. Next thing you know, Swerve is back his turn and is trying to take Swerve out. It's all in the promo, my guy.
So I'm going to go out and just say that the only good thing about this entire 15 minutes was that little statement that Samoa Joe made about the reason you guys are starving up and comers is because I've been starving your all asses. Or the reason you guys are hungry up and comers is because I was starving your asses. And that was golden. It was a good effing promo. But it's still a 15-minute pointless promo because we still end up with the same match. Nothing got addressed. No one really cared about Hangman possibly being injured. So to me, pointless 15-minute promo could have been 5 minutes. Because that's what AEW fans complain about.
Did you not hear the crowd, the 2,000 fans in attendance that were waiting to throw everything at Hangman Adam Page? But then when he said he was injured, attitude change, bro. That's how you get the that's how you get the crowd involved. No piping crowd noise needed, bro.
Nah,
perfection.
Okay. I see. Okay, well, moving on. We get the Blackpool Combat Club and Eddie Kingston versus Blackpool Combat Club versus FTR and Eddie Kingston, right?
Yep.
And I must say I'm not a fan of John Moxley matches. I've said it throughout our podcast time here.
Yep.
There's a spot that I have an issue with. FTR's what's his name? The one with the mullet. Cash Wheeler and Moxley are going at it. They're trading blows, giving each other all they got. They're trading each other head bumps.
Yeah, headbutts.
And they're getting into it. I'm like, okay. Like, this is the typical spots that I'm not a fan of. But then they're both the legal guys in the middle of the ring. And then listen to me. Their teammates come into the ring and break them up. And I'm like, is this not a wrestling match? Are they not fighting? Like, what is going on here? So then they all separate, stare at each other, and then they start fighting again. What was the point of separating them in the first place? Nobody can explain that to me at all, one bit, and I'm triggered.
And you know why? Because that shit did not make sense at all. I was even like, wait, I even had to rewind it when you said that over text. I was like, wait, is he for real? Like, did that actually happen? Rewinded it. It actually happened. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I mean, there wasn't, you know how usually when it comes like that, an opponent goes to the opposing side and like taunts them, slaps them or something, and then you see people come in, right?
Yeah.
I thought that happened before, but no, they were just in there trading blows, and
then they come in to separate them, make it make sense.
It's like, bro, the point of a wrestling match is to give your opponent as much damage needed. Why are you going to separate them just to have them fight again?
Exactly. So that was the issue I had with the match. The issue with everybody getting choked out in the middle of the ring, and then they all reach up into the triangle and hold each other's hands like the typical FTR spot that they do. It's overplayed now.
Yeah.
I feel like they do it every single tag match now. They did the triple machine gun chops. It's bad. It looks bad. And it was triple bad. And then they got people really trying to sell it. FTR shouldn't be doing that. They're like one of the only good things about AEW, and it looked juvenile to me. But we all know where that's going to end up heading out in Revolution. Anything you want to say about this match, Adrian?
The match started off great, but it came on to the machine gun chops. Wrestlers getting involved. I think they missed the spot. I think that's where you mentioned wrestlers coming in. I think there was a spot there. They missed it completely. Overall, it was just like last week's main event. It was just all over the place. It had some good moments here and there, but overall, the match was pretty duddish, I should say.
I would agree. I mean, it bothers me that AEW fans will literally be like, "This is awesome" to everything, but then shit like that happens, and they're like, "Explain it to me, please."
They do the Homer Simpson bushes, bro. They're out, and then when something like that happens, they go.
Exactly. Same with the 15-minute promo. I called out some people, and it got pretty intense on our Facebook page.
It got a little wild there. It got a little wild.
So after that, the next stop was the Don Callis family situation. Will Ospreay is coming to the ring to talk about things, right?
Yeah, talk about he's all elite, bruv, and it's not his first time in AEW. If fans recall, Will Ospreay defeated Orange Cassidy. I think it was his first opponent. They went out to Canada, defeated Kenny Omega in his home turf, went over to London, Wembley, bruv, and defeated Chris Jericho in front of 82,000 marks, bro.
So, yeah, I mean, it was one of those things that once again, they're on the same team. It doesn't make sense that they're fighting each other, except for wrestling reasons. And apparently they've been beefing within the family, and it looks like Will Ospreay's now out of the family now. He's got some beef with Takeshita out of nowhere.
Damn, so this family got beef behind closed doors without us even knowing?
Damn, bro. See,
what?
How long did it take you to come up that comeback, bro?
Bro, I just thought about it now. I'm like, the least you could do is show us a teaser or something, bro.
Man.
But it didn't make sense. I do like the little explanation that Don Callis tried to do and say, "Oh, this is just like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen when they train, when they're training, they're making each other better. They're they're training hard for real. And then after that, they're on the same team to win championships." It's a good little way to put this match, but still, like if there's things going on backstage with the family, at least let us know one or two. It's not that big of a deal. Let us know actually it is a big deal, but let us know a few things that's going on backstage. Like, does Takeshita want to be the leader or the main dog in the family?
Well, he's the alpha technically, so he should be the leader, right?
No, the alpha is Konosuke because he defeated.
Sorry. Well, Konosuke is the alpha, so that's what I'm saying. That's why Will Ospreay's trying to beat alpha. Let me see. We're gonna skip through this little segment here with Eddie Kingston and the Bucks because I don't think that's too important. They're just looking for Sting.
Yeah, and they're like, Eddie Kingston, dress like you're a champion, dress like you're out here coming in sweats and Timbs. Come on, man, you about to get fined.
Yeah, for I guess that was funny. We guess we can talk about it.
Yeah,
for breaking the
dress code or something.
The dress code. And then Taz said, "Oh, I've been on that side. It's not too fun." And then Bully Ray came out and tweeted about it, saying, "Yeah, I was the one that broke it." So
he was like, "I was the first one to get fined." Somebody actually told me on our social media on Facebook that I forgot the name of the ref. I can look it up, but it's going to take some while. A ref in WWE came to the arena with a Metallica shirt or a Slayer shirt and got fired on the spot. I'm like, are you serious? I have to find that message. But yeah, apparently one of the refs in WWE got fired on the spot for wearing a Metallica or Slayer shirt.
Interesting. See, I didn't know. I gotta go look through those then. But moving on, we get Orange Cassidy days away from defending his AEW International Championship, taking on all comers. He takes on Nick Wayne here of the Patriarchy in an open challenge match. Even though he already has a match at Revolution, we know he's not going to lose. He didn't lose here, Adrian. What do you got to say about this?
I texted you as soon as it happened. I mean, really, you're gonna have a title match days away from your pay-per-view match versus Roderick Strong. But then when I saw it was Nick Wayne, I'm like, oh, okay, it's not gonna be somebody like Big Bill or Lance Archer or somebody that the OC
some local jobber we haven't seen.
Or some local jobber. At least it's Nick Wayne, the rookie. What is he, 18, 19 years old? I'm like, okay, at least I understand that. But don't make it what was it, a title match or whatever? I think it was open challenge, right?
It was an open challenge, yeah.
Yeah, see, don't make it up. Just have it as a tune-up match. Oh, Orange Cassidy. They could have, or Excalibur could have said, "Oh, Orange Cassidy asked for this match because he's been on a roll lately, and he doesn't want any rust come Sunday at Revolution, so he's gonna take up on a comer, somebody like Nick Wayne." And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. But yeah, just the whole open challenge, I was like, nah, bro, come on.
Yeah, the only good thing that came out of this match was like the post-match attack with Roderick Strong coming out and taking out Orange Cassidy. I mean, they're probably going to do something on Friday, announce another match for Nick Wayne probably, but we'll see what happens there. Coming back from commercial, Rene Paquette is talking with the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. They're still doing nothing, bro.
Yeah.
They claimed one of the hottest trios of the last of 2023, reduced to doing nothing. Same with Bang Bang Gang. Same with the Ass Boys. Like, they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
They had all those times feuding with their dad to just join him like if it was nothing. And all because of the Devil storyline, which they're not Adam Cole's not even called the Devil. It's all been just changed, and I'm not a fan of it. I feel like they ruined two teams to not even get one over.
Yeah, that's true. Bully Ray did actually mention, he posted on Twitter. I mean, I don't know if it's great or anything, but he did say that we've never seen Adam Cole take off the mask. So the devil's question is still out there. Who is the devil? Obviously, we've seen Adam Cole come out or sit down or reveal himself, but we've never seen the devil take off his mask.
This is true. He was just sat down. But moving on.
And how menacing, how ridiculous do you think a faction leader looks when you get rolled in a wheelchair by your lackeys, bro? Like that. If I see a lackey doing that to their, I'm gonna be like, that's not a threat. That is a joke. That's not a threat.
That's a future AEW World Heavyweight Champion there you're talking about, bud. You better watch your words. But moving on, we get Chris Statlander versus Sky Blue. I personally thought that this match was going to go all Chris Statlander. It was a good match, and kind of overshadowed by the outside of the ring shenanigans between Willow Nightingale, Stokely trying to put the handcuffs on Chris Statlander. Mm-hmm. And I guess they're starting to realize that like Stokely's still up to his menacing ways, his heelish ways.
Yeah, because usually like on Rampage, Stokely Hathaway is in the corner of somebody, either Willow or Chris, but the other opponent's not, or the other partner's not there with them. Mm-hmm. This time, Will Nightingale was there with Stokely, and she saw everything.
But I mean, I don't know. I thought that this was going to be a way to get Chris Statlander to be challenging Julia Hart. I was wrong. Dude, I guess we'll see what happens. And I know there's like a couple days left. We'll get into predictions for Revolution like right after this. They always add some matches. I think right now they're like at 9 matches. They always add a whole bunch.
Like 5?
Like 5, yeah. It's a marathon. But last time it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, let's see if they learned. Like the Meat Madness match, the 3-way, and then they turn it into 8-man scramble.
We'll get there when we get there. No spoilers, Adrian. No spoilers. But so yeah, moving on to the main event, Atlantis Jr. versus Chris Jericho in what could easily be, up to this point, the worst match of 2024.
No. You are far from that, my friend. I've seen Maxine Dupree wrestle. I don't know why. I've seen Candice
Bro,
LeRae wrestle, but that is by far not even close to being the worst match of
okay. So
2024.
we're talking about movement quality, match quality. Yes,
Maxine Dupree
they're not
still there.
smooth. They're not
Maxine
smooth.
Dupree still there, bro. I mean, I understand you hate AEW, but you when you come with that hate, you got to come with facts at least, bro. No disrespect to Maxine Dupree. I know there's a video out there, and I want to talk about that later, but I've seen the woman. And
Okay. So back to what I'm saying. Atlantis Jr., Chris Jericho, I expected them to put on a lot better match than I would have expected Maxine Dupree or Candice LeRae put on.
Yep.
And I was extremely let down. Maybe that has a lot to do with it. Chris Jericho was a lion heart. He's supposed to be a baby face. He's trying to take off Atlantis Jr. mask, which is a heel move. It seemed like they weren't on the same page at all.
Yep.
It was a bad match, in my opinion.
It was bad. I'll agree. It was bad. It was a bad
power bomb.
Bad power bomb. The dad even had to help in front of the ref. I was actually more excited to see the dad than the son because I don't know the son as much. I know the dad, Atlantis, legend in the game, luchador royalty. Yeah, it was. I would say this though, it was a bad main events for AEW in 20. I think the worst main event of AEW.
One of our listeners actually texted me and he said that this match should have been on Rampage.
Facts, bro. To be honest, when this match happened, I didn't know it was the main event. I was like, "Are you serious?
Yeah.
This is the main event?" To be fair, when I saw this match announced, I saw Atlantis, the senior, the dad, in full ring gear, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna see him again in ring gear." But then when I saw him come out, I'm like, "Damn, I forgot this man is old. I forgot he can't lace him
like
up
60s.
anymore." So you can see little kid me getting excited to see Atlantis, and then just seeing him come down old. And I'm like, damn.
Well, they are supposedly going to be wrestling, right, at some point in Mexico.
No, that's Blue Panther without a mask.
Blue Panther, my bad.
Blue Panther's still wrestling, bro.
Yeah, that's ridiculous to me. Or so back to what I was. This reminds me because we're talking about CMLL guys.
Yes.
If you guys didn't hear about what happened to CMLL guys, check out the news on our Facebook page. Apparently, a lot of the workers that we've seen on AEW currently having visa issues. I said Triple H probably had a little bit to do with that. He had a phone call. I jest. It was a joke, obviously, but we'll see what happens with all of that. I know they're supposed to wrestle in Mexico, so that won't be an issue. But maybe limited wrestlers we will be seeing from CMLL in AEW television coming up.
Yeah, just FYI, Atlantis is 61 years old, man.
61, man. It's a little bit younger than my dad by a couple years, but still up there. Well, I guess this takes us to the actual main event, which is the thing that I didn't expect to see. I knew they were coming out trying to get Sting. They did a lot of references to like the old Monday Nitro.
Mm-hmm.
Sting coming down from the top. Ric Flair turning on the Young Bucks. I didn't see that coming. So I guess that's how they end up getting Ric Flair back in the corner of Sting. Adrian, What do you think about this?
At first, I'm like, Darby Allin came out. I'm like, okay, where's Sting? Sting has to be there. I mean, somebody had to put the bats in place in the locker room. I did not expect Sting to come down from the Raptors. I did not. I thought he was going to come out with like his sons and attack the Young Bucks that way. But I think AEW did it perfectly. I mean, that's one of Sting's shticks, coming out from the rafters, ziplining, or just coming down in general. I like that callback. And same with the bats. It was a callback to the last Monday Night Nitro as well. It was great up until Ric Flair. I was like, come on, what's Ric Flair doing here? I mean, he's a legend. Don't get me wrong. He struggled to get up the ring steps. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes.
He struggled. and he was getting ready to attack, and he just poked one of the bald, I think, the balding buck in the eyes, and started doing these baby ass little like
Well,
like fist to the torso to the upper body, and I'm like, damn. If the plan was to make the Young Bucks look like a joke,
they
perfection.
succeeded.
They succeeded.
Yeah.
Then Sting coming down, it was just overall great. Again, you know me. I still think this Stink's last run has been poorly executed by Tony Khan himself. There's nobody to blame but Tony Khan himself. Um, and I've said this for months. If you guys have been listening to us for a while, um, we know how well Tony Khan likes to tweet, likes to get involved in drama, tweet some fans, reply to some people. All Tony Khan had to do was, "Hey guys, Sting's final run, it with his end of an era tour coming down." He could have labeled it as Sting's final run era or tour or whatever. Every every hometown that or every town that AEW stopped at, this is Sting's last time as a wrestler, as a performer. Go buy my tickets, go buy my merch, be there live to witness Sting's last run. Could have sold more tickets, could have advertised a little bit more via social media. Like I said, even Tony Khan himself could have done it. AEW could have done it as well. And just this week was like, oh, Sting's final Dynamite.
Sting's final Dynamite ever.
And I'm like, you should have done that like 6-7 weeks ago. Oh,
yes. Sting's finals match. Sting's this is the last time you're gonna see him in town. Yeah, yes. Something. But yes, they let the ball down there.
They dropped the ball on that one. Like, hey, only 10 more Dynamites until Sting's final match. Only 8, only 7, only 5, only 3, only 2, only 1. Boom. And they could have, like everybody likes to troll, ticket sales, poor attendance records, less viewerships. They could have gotten all that with just by saying it's Sting's final tour era, whatever. Sold more tickets, probably a couple more hundred. Let's be realistic.
Yeah,
a couple hundred and a couple more views, but it still would have helped,
Yeah, I agree. But I guess this is a nice segue into our prediction part of our show, AEW Dynamite. Sorry, AEW Revolution, 2024. Sting's last pay-per-view, his last wrestling match. Sting and Darby Allin with Ric Flair in the corner versus the Young Bucks, Matthew and Nick Jackson. Adrian, who do you think is going to win this match?
Oof. We're going.
It's for the AEW World Tag Team Championship.
Oh, we're going main event already. Oof. I have Sting coming out on top. I think the Young Bucks cannot win unless their job is to get as much heat as possible. But once the Young Bucks get the title, it's like who's next? Like, I mean, you mentioned the Bang Bang Scissor Gang doing absolutely nothing. Don Callis family, they have no opponents for each other, so they pinned them against each other. Ricky Starks and Big Bill, I haven't seen them in a while. Who's next, really? Like, I'm sure a tournament or something is going to come into play, but I personally would want Sting to come out on top and then just come the next day and pull a Samoa Joe and be like,
vacate the title.
And just, here's the title. I'm retiring. Thank you for the opportunity. Glad to be your AEW Tag Team Champions, but I can no longer go. Here's the titles. If Darby Allin wants to find a partner, he could. If not, then yeah, there you go. What about you?
It. See, I see that this a completely different way. I see Ric Flair doing another turn, so double turn, Mike Tyson style, and helping out the Young Bucks. They get the heat. Ric Flair is now a heel. Darby Allin's trying to find somebody else to go after the tag titles, get his comeuppance. I think that's where this is going to head.
That would be a good heel partnership. Ric Flair and the Young Bucks. Flair as manager.
They already wearing the suits. They're
yes.
EVPs, exactly. CEO. So
but then I'm like, that would mean more Flair, which it's good. But it would be bad because Flair, he's gonna want to take a bump or two.
He's already did. I mean, he did it yesterday.
Yeah.
So there's that. All right. So moving on to our Meat Madness match. It was supposed to be Meat Madness, but too many people are injured. Keith Lee and Miro out, supposedly injured. So now turned into the All-Star Scramble match. So let me take a look here. We got Chris Jericho, Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, Lance Archer, Hook, Brian Cage, Magnus, and Dante Martin. Who is Magnus?
Isn't he from C? Oh, he's from CMLL.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Magnus Luchador.
Got it. Okay.
His old ring name was Astro Boy. Oh shit, he's from Mexico City, Mexico. Let's go. My money's on Magnus, bro. My money's on Magnus, bro.
He's losing for sure. No, honestly, Wardlow, I think it would probably win this match, or Hook. Storyline wise, those are probably the only two that really make sense, unless Powerhouse Hobbs wins, because the reason they made this match for him is because nobody wanted to fight him. But now they found 7 guys that want to fight him. So I don't understand.
Lance Archer's in there, right?
Lance Archer's in there.
Yes, yeah, I like Lance Archer. I remember him saying that he was like injured, which is why he wasn't really doing a lot of shows. But I mean, bro, take some time off, heal up, and then you don't have to. I mean, to be fair, yes, he does kind of have to work all the time, but it's like, I guess I would say if I'm gonna pick a winner, it's gonna have to be between Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs. Dante Martin.
Dante Martin doesn't make it make sense.
I mean, I'm sure they
make sense.
Yeah, if it's it's no longer called the
Meat Madness. It's All Stars.
So it's All Stars. I mean, I guess, but see, I want to say Wardlow, but it's like, how many more chances can you give Wardlow? I mean, I love Wardlow. He's a great wrestler in my opinion, but
so
I have to go Hobbs. I have to go Hobbs.
You're going Hobbs. Okay, I'm gonna go Hook. I'm gonna go Hook because it's Hook, and he's going to win. Moving on, we got the FTR versus Blackpool Combat Club, Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli. Someone's got to finally win this match. Who's winning, Adrian?
Okay. FTR Gunn has some legal issues that he has to take care of.
He does. He has court coming up in April.
Yep. I would say Blackpool Combat Club only because of that issue. If he wasn't in legal trouble, it could go either way. But I mean, not only Tony Khan, he could still give the match to FTR, but for what? He has legal issues. He's still gonna have to go to court in Florida, do all this back and forth, and potentially possibly be incarcerated. I don't know. I'm not following up his story, but my money's on Blackpool Combat Club.
Maybe that's why they broke him up when they were headbutting each other. This guy's gonna whip out a gat, bro. They gotta calm him down a little bit.
He has to be court presentable.
Exactly. Man, no, honestly, I think FTR is gonna win this one. They're an actual tag team. They should win.
Yes.
That's what I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we got the singles match for the AEW TNT Championship, Christian Cage versus Daniel Garcia. I'm going to go with Christian Cage because he's got to fight Edge again. It doesn't make sense for Daniel Garcia to win regardless of his parents being dead.
I could potentially see. So you said Daniel Garcia?
No, Christian Cage is going to win.
Christian Cage. Actually, I see Daniel Garcia coming out on top.
Really?
Yes. We know it's been a few weeks since Adam Copeland has been out due to the concerto done by the Christian Cage's family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going out on a whim here and say Adam Copeland comes back, interferes in the match, gives Buddy Wayne a spear or a Nick Wayne a spear, probably his mom a spear as well. Shayna Wayne. Lucha's kill switch is still there as well, so you have to put all these people into the consideration as well because Adam Copeland can't do it to him by himself. I'm gonna say Daniel Garcia. I'm gonna stick to it. Daniel Garcia is gonna take out on top by interference from Adam Copeland. Actually, not even interference, by assistance because Christian Cage's family is gonna get involved. Yep, my money is on Daniel Garcia.
Okay. Then we get the singles match for the Continental Crown Championship. which also includes the AEW Continental Championship, the Ring of Honor World Championship, and the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight Championship. And also includes a handshake. Eddie Kingston versus Bryan Danielson. Just because the handshake is thrown in there, Eddie Kingston has to win, I believe.
Ooh. Nah, I think. Okay, so I know how you don't really like Eddie Kingston's character. He's the king of the bumps, his machine gun chops. Eddie Kingston is loved in the locker room, which is why I think everybody was happy when he won the Triple Crown. I actually have Bryan Danielson winning this match and Eddie Kingston winning the grudge match after this. I mean, Bryan Danielson has to win something. I mean, he's what? You called it we called him a main event jobber. He's always in reviews, fighting for the top gold, and he's always losing.
Yes.
I think his only win was against Okada at Forbidden Door 2 in the pay-per-view?
I believe so, yes.
Yep.
I don't, because this is the thing. If he wins, then I'm assuming he's going to face Blue Panther, because he wants his match with Blue Panther.
He does win his match.
And it'll be for the title. He has other things that he wants to do. He doesn't need the titles, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I just think
you already said Bryan Danielson, bro.
Yeah, Bryan, I just think he's gonna win this one, and then the grudge match, Eddie Kingston's gonna get him back, and he's finally gonna get his flowers and get the handshake.
Perfect. All right. Moving on, we get Timeless Toni Storm and Deonna Purrazzo. Toni Storm barely won the title less than 3 months ago, maybe. And isn't her time to lose. Deonna Purrazzo she just arrived. Toni Storm's got to win.
Yeah. And I know Deonna Purrazzo has some eyes on her after that devastating move she delivered on Mariah May. No, not Mariah May. Last week, who was it?
The local jobber.
Yeah. I still think Toni Storm is not losing this match. Timeless Toni Storm is coming out with a dub on this one.
Got it. Okay. AEW International Championship, Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. I want to see Roderick Strong win.
Oh, facts.
I'm never excited for Orange Cassidy matches, but I'm excited for this one. We're going to see some interesting things from both these guys, I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like I've said it before on the show before, Orange Cassidy's first title run was good. I know a lot of people started hating it as Orange Cassidy kept winning more.
Yeah.
There's no need for this one. And, yeah, Phoenix won the title because Moxley got injured, and Orange Cassidy had to win it back. Yeah, no, I think people are tired of this run, maybe because we've seen it already. He's defeated pretty much the entire roster or the entire mid-card roster. Yeah, so I'm good with some new blood getting the title. And next strong, bruh. Next strong.
Now we actually get to what I think would be the main event, even though it's probably not going to be the main event. AEW World Championship match. Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page.
We did talk about Will Ospreay.
We talked about that one. Did I skip it?
Yeah.
I did skip it. My bad. Will Ospreay and Takeshita. My bad. Will Ospreay wins.
This has all the tools to be match of the year, bruv. Konosuke
Except
Takeshita.
The story.
Yeah. Except the story versus Will Ospreay, bruv. This match is going to deliver hands down. The story, 2 thumbs down. Match is going to be a 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10. I already see Dave Meltzer giving it a 5, 6, 7, 8 stars. You heard it here first, bruv. I think it might end in a draw.
Bro, no, stop.
I swear. I think it might end in a draw. Bro. It's either that or a roll up. 2 things that you hate.
If they make it clear that it's a 20-minute draw, I'm going to be pissed because you're probably right.
I mean, Konosuke can't lose. He's winning, and Will Ospreay can't win on his first match. Will Ospreay can't lose on his first match back.
It's a draw. I want to go. Yeah, I see. I even think of that possibility. It's a draw.
Ooh, Well, it could be kind of like Danielson and Moxley's first match. I think it ended in a draw, and then that's when William Regal made his debut and
Mhm.
slapped the shit out of both of them, and that's how the Blackpool Comeback Club came to be.
God. So now we're at the main event. Samoa Joe, Swerve, and Hangman Adam Page. I think Samoa Joe goes back and wears a poncho and goes back to commentary because Swerve Strickland is winning this match.
Mm,
It has to be Swerve Strickland's spot. That's what I think. It's
damn,
pretty. I would say it's pretty unpredictable here.
this one, yes. Um, I think Samoa Joe is winning, and only because Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland are so invested in each other. They're just so I mean, the champion is right there. If you guys want
Yeah,
to do something, create an elite and alliance together for a short period of time, so you guys can either one of you two can get the title. But I just have a feeling they're too invested in each other. They're putting Samoa Joe in the back of their minds. They want the title. Both of them want the title, but they have to understand they have to go through Joe. Um, and I'm not seeing. I'm just seeing this bitter rivalry from Swerve and Hangman that their focus is strictly on each other, and Samoa Joe's gonna come out on top. And this is not going to be the last time Swerve gets a title shot or Hangman gets a title shot. I'm here for this match,
true.
and I'm
Yeah,
here for future matches.
it would be too early for Samoa Joe to lose, but I still think Swerve wins.
Nice.
That's why I'm going to go with that. So this was our first time being recording here, bro. How do you feel,
Yes.
Adrian?
Um, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, I know Mikasa and my cat, my dogs are. I don't like them running the
Barely hear them,
computer.
bro.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice.
Well,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. Now, before we move on, I want to say a thing. We lost a wrestling legend this past week or a few days ago. Michael Jones, better known as Virgil, is an American wrestler, um, mostly known as what's Ted DiBiase's partner, ballet. How
Uh,
would you call it?
slave.
What did
That's what
he
it was. That's
say?
what it was. He was his butler that was
Butler,
apparently non-paid, right? Or something like that, they said. I don't remember. But yeah, he was his butler, his
lackey.
lackey, but his servant, something like that. I don't know what you would say. But yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, Virgil, R.I.P. Man. He was known as Vincent in WCW.
yeah, man.
R.I.P. Or how do you?
He's watching this
uh,
from rough.
should we talk about the Elimination Chamber?
Results.
It was bad. It was predictable.
It was very predictable. I mean, you guys know me. I'm not really the WWE guy. The matches were good. They were watchable. I mean, Nia Jax didn't sell a few things. I mean, why would you try a Hurricanrana on Nia Jax? I have no idea. Um, it did its things. AJ Styles coming in and costing LA Mid the match. Um, potential feud being brewed. Um, it was just predictable, but they got the job done. They needed what they needed. They did what they needed to do.
So I like the men's Elimination Chamber because it built up stories. Uh, Logan Paul, Randy Orton. I'm excited to see that. Um, I'm excited to see LA Knight, AJ Styles. That's something that was building up along with the Randy Orton that you missed.
Yes.
I do like those things. The women's predictable. Becky Lynch is going to win. I don't feel like it furthered anybody's story other than hers. Indy Hartwell getting the title shot just because she's Australian. I wasn't a fan of that. It was a pre-show match. It was terrible. I didn't like it. Um, the segment between, or I guess the Waller show, didn't
Oh,
like it. It's pointless. He's Australian. They got to put him in.
piss break segment, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't that many matches. It was
Oh,
a. I
speaking of
think. Go ahead.
speaking of piss break segments, I know we texted this. What was the deal with WWE using white lawn chairs instead of the
That has
regular?
what you can get. What you can get in Australia, bro.
Oh, are you serious?
Maybe that's all they had. I don't know, but they look like those. Like when you go to Mexican parties, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, yes.
Like the
They
one where that
both have,
at the beat down on the pier where the boats were when they hit
yes.
each other. That's what they look like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was something else, but because I didn't see it, but I mean, I didn't see it live. I woke up randomly at like 4:30, and I'm like, oh, and I was watching it on Twitter, and I'm like, are those lawn chairs? But
Yeah, it
then I
looked
was
like
still,
lawn chairs.
I was still sleepy, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Um,
that's pretty funny.
yeah, I think it would have been a better chamber if Becky Lynch didn't come out almost all the time and say, I am challenging Rhea Ripley before I win a match to WrestleMania. I'm like, girl, you have not, you still have the Rumble, you still have the chamber. She practically called herself the winner at the Rumble and the chamber, which is good. Have
So did
confidence in
Corey
yourself.
Graves. Corey Graves said after Becky Lynch won the Elimination Chamber, it's gonna be Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. And then he played it off later. He said, I got a text message from Nia Jax saying she still hasn't beat me yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, bro, the script.
Yeah, you guys aren't reading the script. Like, what is going on? Like, I
No,
mean,
he was reading the script too much. That's what happened.
either that or he skipped it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was. I want to call this hands down the worst pay-per-view for WWE I've seen. I would call this even worse than the Crown Jewel, just because Crown Jewel isn't canon, but this is canon, and
Yeah.
it wasn't.
It was predictable. I think, yeah. As we know, WWE is known as the unpredictability show, mainly WWE Raw.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a little too predictable.
Okay. Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments. You know, this is our first time being live, so thank you very much for staying here and staying tuned, and listening to us and seeing us live and in color. So I guess we're not live; it's gonna be recorded, but we are. You can see our faces for the first time. We'll be live later on, working on that. But let us know what you guys think on our social media handles. Triggered Wrestling. We are TRIGG_wrestling on X. Let us know what you guys think. And we also got a giveaway coming out for some Swerve stuff right before Revolution. So make sure you check out our Facebook page to join in on that, on our pinned post. Adrian, anything you want to say?
No, just follow the conversation. Hit that notification button on YouTube for any upcoming videos, interviews. Brian, you've done an excellent job on those. Really makes his workday go really fast with all the videos that I watch. Yeah. Should we go on with the A show?
Nah, let's skip that shit, bro. It was bad. It was
What,
bad. I
Monday
don't even
Night
want to
Raw?
talk about it.
Monday Night Raw? That was all right. I mean,
To be honest,
yeah.
the only good thing about it was
Street match, the gimmick match. Please tell me it was a gimmick match.
it was a street fight gimmick match. It was a good match. But then, other than that, I mean, there's that. There was Gunther possibly being challenged by a member of the Judgment Day. We don't know if it's Dom or Damian Priest.
Didn't I tell you that? I was like,
is that Damian Priest going to cash in on Gunther? Maybe.
I mean, who is he going to cash in on? I mean, I think he said it in an interview where he's like, "Oh, I can't really do anything against Seth Rollins. He's currently injured." And the other guy,
technically, can storyline wise.
Yeah. And then the other guy almost never shows up for work, and I'm like, bro, then you just been holding on to this briefcase just for what? Just, I mean, they've teased us so many times, and it's like they stopped teasing. You know what I mean? It was what
they stopped teasing.
They teased it so many times that then after a while they were just like, yeah, I think we should like cool it off for a minute. I did like that Dom stepped up to Gunther. I didn't think he had it in him.
He doesn't.
What do I call it? Yeah, it did not. Well, how did you feel about the Sami Zayn Shinsuke Nakamura match? Because we've seen Shinsuke Nakamura go through a character change and it's been phenomenal. But they're having him lose. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like, throw him a bone, throw him a few wins. Like, he got the first win against Zayn, but then now he's losing.
Now he's losing this one. He's in a tricky position. I know we posted on Facebook or on interwebs about like that ladder match for Gunther's Intercontinental title. He would be awesome to be there. It's just there's a lot of wrestlers and not really spots for them. There's limited spots, and they're all good wrestlers. I mean, someone's gonna be left out. You know what I mean? That's the hard thing.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing I used to hate about WWE when they would have tag teams. When one tag team member would be injured, the other one would just be lost in the shuffle. Yeah. I'm liking what they're doing with Ivar.
Bro,
mind you, they have him job. He's a jobber. He's lost in the shuffle. He's going absolutely nowhere. But his matches are decent. I like watching them. The move that he had, the moonsault, perfection, bro. He does that perfectly. I gotta give my props to WWE when they do something great that I like. Like this is Sami Zayn Nakamura. I kind of don't like it because I'm like, you have to push one of them. Sami Zayn already got his flowers last year's WrestleMania.
I agree, he did.
Yeah, why is he do? Oh, I need to do this for myself. I need my WrestleMania moment, man. I need my championship.
He had probably like the best WrestleMania moment that anybody could have asked for.
With your best friend?
It didn't involve them winning the title, the world title, you know?
Yeah, and with his best friend, too. It's like, what more do you want from WWE, bruv?
I agree. Yeah, that's why I'm not a fan. And then we got to see, like...
Let me talk to you about one thing that I always keep putting off, and I just now remember. Shinsuke Nakamura's missed. Oh, not just Shinsuke's missed. Anybody's missed. Mm-hmm. I had no idea that was illegal. Remember that match with Cody? Shinsuke missed Cody, and then the referee said, "Oh, you're disqualified." But I'm like, I've seen this done numerous times. I didn't know this move was illegal.
It was Tajiri's finishing move. He would spit in their face, and then he would kick them, and then that would be it. But then, like, does the ref not see the green mist in their face? So, yes, I agree.
It's not to throw shade or anything. I just didn't know that. I mean, like, for example, the brass knuckles when Kevin Owens was going to beat Logan Paul. The referee saw the brass knuckles, like, oh, you used them. Like, no, technically the ref didn't see it, but he's like, oh, no, you used them, disqualified. And I'm like, okay, but what about the miss? The miss, you see the miss, but then you still don't disqualify? But yeah, I'm just not to throw shade, but it's just, I had no idea that was an illegal move. And I know here we like to express our feelings on wrestling, but it's like, at the same time, we learn, and I'm learning as I go. And I guess it's a great move that I know that now, but at the same time, it's like, what about the other ones? You know, what about the past missed matches? Asuka doing it. You know,
I always asked myself, why is Goldust allowed to hit people in the nuts?
Yes.
His Shattered Dream move. He was kicking people in the nuts, right?
Yes.
That's what it was. Oh, like but why is that legal? Why could that be used?
Like when he spreads them open on the rope, on the middle rope.
Exactly.
Or like
shit Hulk that don't make sense.
Hulk Hogan used to take off his belt and hit people with it. That's technically a weapon, right?
Technically is a weapon.
Technically, yes. But it's like I don't know. I learned to live with that. Okay, if it's in your person, like a shirt or something, it's okay to use.
Yeah. Well, and let us know what you guys think in the comments, because this went from Monday Night Raw to why are these moves being allowed to be used? But we're Triggered Wrestling. Stay triggered.
Deuces. Bang, bang.